I'm not sure what to do with myself anymore. I'm not really happy or unhappy. I'm kind of in between. I remember when I was 8 years old, we were terribly poor. We ate ramen noodles for breakfast and lunch, and dinner was always a McDonald's quarter pounder split between the 5 of us. To put that into context, it's like 7 fries each and 1 bite of a cheeseburger. Don't even think about getting an actual sip of the Coke. No, that had been drunk long before it finally got to you. You might be able to get a few millimeters of corn syrupy goodness at the bottom between the humongous ice cubes, but then again, maybe not. That's how it was. You went to bed feisty as hell, hungry. You wanted to make something of yourself so that your children would never have to experience that level of desperation and poverty. And at night, our father would make us take part in a fight club. We would fight for who got to stay in the family. He was always threatening to kick one of us out, be it Kenny or Shabadu or Ronnie or me. He said his family wasn't made of no bitches, and to prove we weren't bitches, we had to fight. Punching your own brother in the face is tough, but with everyone yelling and whooping and yodeling, as he would often command, it was downright traumatic. I remember when Shabadu got kicked out of the family. He refused to fight, and my father went into a rage, destroying the TV, the VCR, and the little gnomes that he had always displayed so proudly on the VCR. Probably bought at some church rummage sale. He was pissed. Shabadu didn't care and simply packed up his stuff and left that night for the Greyhound station. I got a letter years later that Shabadu had found work in the oil fields and was now the proud owner of several apartment complexes in the greater Cleveland area. I was shocked, but didn't want to sound impressed. So I told him he was a bitch for copping out that night and should have stuck with the fam. Shabadu sounded a little hurt. I was calling you to connect after all these years, man, he had said. I don't care, you're a bitch, I said, and with that, he hung up, and with that, I cried myself to sleep, knowing that our father's sick emotional and mental stranglehold was still alive within me. 20 years later, and I was still that scared little kid, knowing that if I just kept my head down and punched my own brothers, I would eventually get another swig of that Coke and perhaps a few more fries.